Welcome back to the channel. Well, it's a kind of a warm, muggy, and rainy day. Today is Friday, July 11th, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I know it's Friday, and it's July. I'm pretty sure that's the 11th. But anyways, normally in July, my lawn is, brown as, burnt brown grass. Don't even have to worry about mowing it. But, not this year. So, this year we have to worry about mowing it. And we already had one rainstorm go through today. What do we got in here? Inch and let's see, 4/10. That's plenty. And I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but the sky over that way is grumbling. So planned ahead this time. Couldn't get the tractor. I want to work on that M5. I'm sorry, I should maybe point that out. I'm working on an M5, but with that head problem, which is more of a problem now, I gotta take that off, right? And outside, open the motor up, asking for trouble, right? Okay. Don't tell my wife, she's not home, she doesn't know, but it's in the garage. Oh, sometimes I wonder about myself, but hey, now we can keep working. And my pickup is not going to be parked in here tonight anyways, because, well, we got a trip planned tomorrow and the trailer's on. So, but anyways, so I guess I'll try to show you. I should grab a flashlight, but I'll be able to show you more. So I did get my helicoil in there, and that I didn't video it because I'll be honest with you, I've never done it before. I've seen guys do it before, and I wanted to try it myself, but I knew it was a lost cause, because when I got down looking in here, and you're not gonna be able to see it on here, but the back of this chamber in here, there's a crack in there, and when I get this head off, I'll show you. So I tried anyways to start it, rolling over, and you can just hear the compression, pss, 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 every time it rolls over on that cylinder. Yeah, which, and it almost ran actually on 3. But anyways, so I did some scrambling, made some phone calls, and got another head. Fresh valve job, no cracks in, anywhere. Pressure tested valve job. This is what we do with spark plugs. I don't know, for you fishermen out there, this is what they call a crappie rig. Anyways, I got it upside down. That's what I do with old spark plugs. We use them for weights, fishing weights. You gap it at 0.000 and it works great. So they do catch on things though, just so you know. But so I went over and see my buddy Doug Henderson real quick, and he pressure tested it. Said he had a good one. He says, I'll have it done by the time you get here, put new valves in it. And he did. So that's what we're gonna do today. And I already had another head gasket, so we'll get that done. So first things first, I think we'll take the manifold off, because it's junk anyways, but you gotta take it off to get to the heads anyways. I already sprayed stuff on there. We'll save this for another time. So hopefully I don't have too much stop and go, as in getting tools and parts and such. I still gotta look for another one of these. I might have to borrow from a parts tractor out back if I need to, but we'll get to that in a minute. So hopefully I might have to shut the door or something, get more light in here for you, because there's a, well, I guess that's not too bad. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much. So all right, that's oh, I probably didn't bring the right size. Yeah, I did. Never mind. So, but anyway. Okay. One-arm bandit here. Probably gonna turn the whole thing. Yeah. Okay. That's all right. It's gonna come out anyways. All right. So we know about that. That one's gonna do the same thing. That's all right. And this one, who knows? All right, I'm gonna grab a flat screwdriver get the carburetor choke cable off. We'll take the carburetor off. Gas is already turned off. We're going to use that again. We can just set that right here on top of the governor housing for now. always something. Okay. I'm gonna probably have to drain some coolant, maybe. I don't think we put any in this one yet, so. Well, I had my second, well, actually my third visit of physical therapy, but today, so that went well, except I didn't have the same therapist, which that's not abnormal, but it was a plan to have the same one. But apparently she had a slip and fall accident at home, and now she's possibly going to need surgery and therapy. Ah, jeez. Isn't that something? Ironic, or, you know, I guess, you know, they get hurt too. But apparently a dog tripped her, and she fell down the stairs. I don't know how bad, so hopefully everything turns out okay there. And so keep her in your thoughts and prayers. And we've got another funeral to go to tomorrow for my wife's other cousin that passed away all of a sudden. Keep my wife as well in your thoughts. But yeah, you just never know. Never know. Alright, sure I grabbed a half inch. Yeah, I knew that. They're always 9/16. Well, I shouldn't say always, but 9 times out of 10. Alright. What'd you do with the screwdriver? You just had right there. I tell you. But anyways, we gotta drive a few hours. The whole family's not going. We're gonna leave some of the kids here. The boys are gonna stay here. But okay. Well, the phone rang. It was my dad. Well, then I had to make another phone call because of what my dad said. But you know, all is good, I guess. But I kept working while I was on the phone. So manifold is off. Yeah. These gaskets were bad anyways. Yeah. No good. I have another set here. Oh, yeah. Brand new set. Every time I go to these big Moline shows, I buy manifold gaskets for, you know, if I know that I've already used up some. I buy carb kits, point condensers, you know, because they're always cheaper, it seems like, at that show, you know, and whatever else I need. So I'm hoping possibly, yeah, this show coming up here that I'll have to get some seat cushions for this tractor, I think. Long as I have enough cash. So that'll be the next thing. So there, that's on the good head. Yeah, it wasn't very good either. So all right, well, I'm gonna plug up these holes, try to clean some of this grease off, and yeah, that'll be interesting. So then I've already got the upper radiator hose unhooked from the top, because this clamp here didn't want to play along. So next thing I'll do is I'll take that off. I'm gonna leave the temperature sender right on there, take this water manifold off, but like I said, first I'm gonna plug these holes with some paper towel, some old blue towels. I know that this head's coming off, but I just don't want anything getting in there. Yeah, I'll be able to clean it out in a minute once I get the head off, but you know, you can't be too clean, I guess. So before I put the manifold on, I'll clean this one up. That one over there, that head is already ready to rock. So, yeehaw! Don't know if I'll get this done tonight or not, but sure gonna try. Get her all back together. So, okay, I'll get this all off, get this tappet cover off, and cleaned up a little bit, and I'll bring you back. Okay, well, everything is apart. My man Jake's home. He's gonna help me lift this head off. Okay, it should just wiggle it a little bit. Make sure we don't lift it off. Might leak a little bit of fluid.
A little bit?
A lot of it. Okay, maybe I should drain that a little more. Okay, let's do that. There's a bucket right there, and there's a drain right there, so we can do it that way. Okay, got that draining. I had to make the block drain work a little bit better. It was plugged with dirt. Okay, if this is here, go ahead and I think we're low enough. I might be able to shut that off. Okay, hopefully you're lifting more than me. Almost got it. Okay. You got it? Okay. Take it your way. All right. We'll have to get all this out of there. Okay, you can shut that valve. It's the opposite of what you think. So, take this head gasket on. I'm not going to reuse the head gasket.
Sure, it's the opposite way.
I don't know, turn it the opposite way that I had it. How's that? And it'll shut it off. Make sense? Bro? I don't think this...
Randy told you it was the way I was thinking. And that was the right way, so...
Oh, okay. All right.
Clean in the cut, never hurt nobody.
Yeah. All right. Well, the head gasket really doesn't look bad. I mean, it's dirty, but it isn't. It's not burnt out. I'll bring it over.
So sleep.
Oh no, it shouldn't be. Let me see. Watch out, turkey.
Maybe not.
Maybe it's dirty.
Yeah.
Okay. You might be onto something there, son. All right, well, let's look at the head gasket real quick. Yeah, this was the bottom side. Other than dirty from what? We're not going to reuse it. I'm just going to throw it right away. Okay. Now we got to clean this all up. I wish we don't have a light there. But anyways, here, we'll look it over. This antifreeze in here, that's from not draining the water out of it before we popped the head. I thought it was low enough, but I was wrong. So, but obviously it didn't have to take much out to get it. Need some more paper towel, please. Let me take that used one right there too. I just want to soak up all this. I don't know. We'll look at that. That does kind of look like it is sleeved, but most of the time Moline motors are not sleeved unless they, you know, had to, you know, do some engine work, and that's what happened. But yeah, per se, or is that just no? Okay, definitely look like it is sleeved. Huh? Cool. We'll get a light and see if we can see on the top of that piston, see if it says anything. I guess we can mic the bore too. Say anything on there? Can't tell. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna do some cleaning here, so that stuff doesn't fall in there, and then I'll bring you back. All right, Jake, measure those. Measure the bore if you don't mind. And American numbers, please.
4.6, that's one right?
That's 4 5/8.
Not quite.
Huh?
Not quite. It's about 4.6 even. Yeah, it's probably
4 and 5/8.
Probably not the center.
I think that's standard. Pretty sure that is. So, okay. Well, I'm gonna clean up these studs, run a tap on them real quick, or at least wire brush them at least. Especially that one. Ooh, that's got major dirt ski on it. And then separate that one and get that one back in there. Then we're about ready to put it back together already. Okay, well, here's the old head. I don't know if you can see that crack in there on top. Yeah, that was my issue. So, anyways, we're not going to use this head. Okay. One last little look over here, clean. Make sure we're good. Carb cleaned it. Looking pretty good. Okay. Go on like go. Just make sure all the holes line up. Game of patience. Yeah, you want to work that side, and I'll work this side. Once it gets down past the threads, it should go easier. I'm trying to touch the inside too much. They're at the mating surface I was trying to get at. Alright, let's make sure. Because these holes, I think these holes and that hole fit. Looks like they line up. Okay, we're going to throw the head on, but we're not going to tighten it down until we put the manifold on. Then the manifold will keep everybody straight. Then we'll tighten down the head. Oh, you hit it right. Something else in there?
There's still stuff floating around.
Okay. I already pulled one of the wires, you know, people will use to hang, you know, hang them from when they sandblast them. We found one. There might be one more. I'll get that out and bring back. Okay. Well, it's starting to thunderstorm out there. I don't know if you can see it or not. So I made it a little darker in here. Don't have quite enough lights for everybody, but there. Okay, sweet. All right, time for gaskets and manifold. I'll need you on this side for that, son. Okay. All right, 15/16. Does that impact on that side? Let me see that. I'm just going to tighten it up with this, and I'm not torquing it by no means.
$125 to $130 on camshaft side, $105 to $110 on exhaust manifold side.
Okay. That's one thing I didn't grab. My torque wrench. Put the water manifold back on. This one right here.
Yeah, from 125 to 130.
What I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
We're going to 75 first. Okay, next.
Back, middle, right. Over here.
That one right there.
Yeah.
Okay. I need the extension that I had on that ratchet. Okay.
One to the left.
Left of that one.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, next.
Front right one.
Okay.
Back left one. Back right one.
I need that socket.
Front left
Front left.
one. Yeah.
Is that it?
Back right one.
Actually, I think where's that short one you had? Tighten these up too over here. Okay. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go up to 100, I think. Middle, front. Okay. Okay.
Back middle right.
Okay.
To the left.
The left side of that one. Okay.
Front right. That's not the front right.
Thank you. That's why we call you the brain trust. Okay.
Back left.
Back left, that's over there. front left. Okay. What was the?
Exhaust side's 105 to 110.
Okay, I'll bump them up a little bit. Probably could have went to that. So that was 100. Oh, that hose broke. Okay. All right, what was the front supposed to be?
125 to 130.
Well, I guess we won't start. Well, unless I find a different hose. I might have a different hose for this. I have one on that other one there. Okay. That is it. Turn that all the way to 0. Alright. Push rods. Okay. Can you go see if the other hose on that other 670 is any good? Take it off. Please. Alright. Same push rods are going in the same hole. Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. didn't hook the choke up. Just man, don't hook the power up until I'm done goofing around with this here. Got her all back together. No. Negative. One's already hooked up, so let's hook up. Just hook up the other one. Yeah, it does. You just got to be a little more aggressive on your putting it on tactic.
But I don't want to hear it when I break the end.
Don't break the end. I got to put new cables on that one. I just want to prove the concept of it. Gas is on. I'm guessing choke it. Go ahead. Not a whole lot of throttle. Go ahead. You gotta turn the key on, push the button on the other side. Let that starter. Oh, too much gas. Push choke in. Okay. Is that test light right there somewhere? Key is on. Okay, says I got 12 volts. Okay. Might be wet too here.
How far did I turn?
Just one click.
Oh.
Try it again. Yeah, one click. It fired there. Whew. Okay, well, we're gonna pull it. Save on that starter and the battery and all that stuff. Hopefully that works out. Oh, I just got home from that second funeral in that many weekends. Picked up something while I was up there. Well, hopefully she starts. Don't jerk the chain, but go ahead. Don't jerk the chain. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. Up there, I need to put the scope on that cylinder. That's like running out of gas. It was sounding better if I go it that way. I wonder if I'm off one, because I'll need to turn it that way. And it was running better, but it's hitting that post. So is it the opposite way that I think? Let's put it right there. Come back. thing. We'll have to do it through there. That's up. I think I'm going to shut it off for a second. All right. Well, we can put the tappet covers back on. That smoke is probably burning off grease and oil that's splashed onto the manifold. That'd be my guess. Yeah, grease right there. Cool. All right. Well, we got another running driving tractor, folks. So took me a little bit to get this one going. Cost me a little bit of money, more than the other ones, but that's okay. So yeah, we're gonna put some hydraulic oil in it. I'm probably gonna end up putting a check the tube that goes, actually there's a, well, see if I can get you in there. There's a port right there that we can put an elbow on that comes up with a dipstick on it. I have some around here. I think that's what we're gonna do. So I've seen them on both sides. This one definitely does not go on this side, but it does go on that side, but it's going to interfere with this homemade thing they got going on here. But we can take that off and do something different, because I want to check the hydraulics on this. So that's not hot, so that's good. These gear pumps don't burn up as quick as the other ones, but yeah, I want to get the hydraulics working, because that'd be cool. All right, so hopefully I can get this thing, make sure it's all good and ready for the plow day. I'm gonna take a 3 or 4 bottom for it. Speaking of bottoms, oh, look at here. All right, I picked me up a Minneapolis Moline model DF 4 bottom trailer plow. I'm pretty sure it's 14-inch. It's missing some of the points, which takes them you know, goofy looking old style points, but don't worry, I got some. So has like a brand new tail wheel on it, and that's cool. So yeah, even still says Mini Mo, and it does on the hubs here as well. I'm I'm 99.9% sure this is a DF. So yeah, this will go, you know, it's exactly like my 2 and 3 bottoms we have around here, but for what it cost, I'd have to say I didn't pay for the coulters and the rims. You know, I paid 150 bucks for this. I was going to that area anyways, so yeah, it's got a good hitch on it. I don't really think it's missing anything other than a few points. These mold boards are quite wore. At least these front 2 are. That one looks like it's getting pretty wore as well. So if I can find new of those, I'll put them on there too. But for that time being, I might use this as a parts plow, but I'm not sure. It's got all the coulters on it, so I think that's cool as all get out. Oh, another thing I forgot. I am gonna either have that starter rebuilt or put a different starter on it. I gotta put a Delco on there, because that starter is absolute garbage. So okay. Okay, well, I just had an afterthought after I did the outro, but I'm gonna do it again. So I don't know if you noticed, I had that red coil on here. It was just dangling, had the old one on here. Well, that coil, that red one that I had, must have been bad. It was spitting, you know, I'd run fine, then it started spitting and sputter. So, you know, I've learned over the years, and you know, I've watched other guys too, and they backed up that sometimes when it spits and sputters, it isn't gas or carburetor, it is your ignition system, and a lot of times it's your coil. Well, that coil was so hot to touch. I mean, I couldn't grab it to move it. It was physically it was hotter than the motor was. So actually this coil here is the one I took off the Z that I just got running. So I've got to buy a couple coils to get on hand again. Or actually not on hand, on tractors. So Nicholas just helped me put a bunch of oil in the hydraulics. Shoot, I didn't even think about raising the 3-point this time. But anyways, that'll be in a future video. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to get this video uploaded, because I haven't had one up for a few days. I am going to clean up the tappet covers before I put them back on, and just double check fluids. We're gonna change the oil for sure. Yeah, it definitely needs it, and put some more gas in it, and hopefully my muffler gets here soon, because it's a little bit loud without a muffler on there, or that big pipe that's on there. So far one thumbs up at least here. And I did order a new push button switch. Jay Gorskreutz is sending me one of those. And he's sending me a head gasket too as well to replace the one that I already used out of my stock for on here. So he's pretty reasonable for those. Oh, thank you, Lord, for giving me the patience to get it all and running. So, all right. So, all right. Well, this has been a challenging one for me. I don't know how long it is. I'm probably going to put all the working on the M5 together here, but anyways, I want to thank my friend Doug Henderson for kind of in a hurry get me a head done so I can get going on this. So man, I'm glad she's running. So today, before it rains, well, looks like the sun's gonna shine, but it's been thundering to the east quite a bit today since I've been home. But anyways, we'll get the tappet covers back on. I ordered a muffler for this. That should be here in a day or two. Yeah, we'll check her over again. Hopefully that radiator's not leaking. It's just from him spilling it. Yeah, tickle pink, got her running. I'm gonna make new battery cables so that battery can fit where it's supposed to. So, but yeah, we're getting there little by little, but I think she'll be ready for the plow day. So, all right, well, enough of that. So I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Today is July 12th, 2025, just for a timestamp. Anyways, it's warm out. So, all right, we're gonna get back to working on projects. I'm gonna keep going on today because I think the Tigers lost today. I was listening to one on the way home from up north, and they weren't playing so hot. So, not that I'm a fair weather fan, but it's easier to turn it off and go work on tractors when they're losing. So, all right, hey, appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next one.